Hello, my name is Rodrigo. I am the developer of PSG Compass, and in this video I'm going to show you how the Chord Finder mode works. So first I chose the copyright, the default body Emmons E9 copyright with 3 pedals, 5 knee levers and 1 half stop. So let's search for a chord. We have up to 356 different chords to choose from. You can see all the variations here. They are divided by families, by type of chords, and by the number of notes in the chord. So let's choose a 7th chord, let's say a major 7. We can change the root of the chord right here. Let's say I choose a G. We can choose to see the roots with flats or with sharps. We can change the display of the intervals to make it with interval names as major 3rd, major 7th, perfect 5th, etc. Or as symbols, no? Just 3rd, 5th, 7th, flat 3rd, flat 7th, etc. Once we choose a chord, we can listen to it and we accept it. Now we can see all the different versions, different variations of the chord. The app tells me it found 6 different versions of the chord. They all contain all the notes of the chord in different orders depending on the copyright and the fret and everything. They are sorted by easiness. I can sort them by frets as well. So fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, fret 5, or by easiness, by how many. On the top we will see the ones that have the least amount of pedals or knee levers on the chord. So the most easy in this case would be the open with no pedals, no knee levers. We can hear it. And we can turn off or mute strings. Let's say, for example, I don't want this one, I don't want this one, and the chord will be only that, okay? I really like that one, okay. Now let's choose this chord to export for a PDF. It'll start to make a list. Let's also save this chord as a favorite chord. So the first version, we click on the star, the first version will be the full chord. It will be saved just like that. And then I can choose to mute strings and save another version of it. We call it customization. Let's save it. It tells me mute strings 8 and 10 have been mute. And I'll save it. What it saves is the position of the chord and the type of chord, not the root. So this saved will be also, this favorite chord will be also present if I choose a different root like C or F or whatever root I choose. I can also choose to display or not the intervals of the chords. Maybe I just want the notes. And let's now find another chord. Let's look for a more complex chord. Let's say, for example, I will look for a 11th chord. Let's say I'll look for a D minor 11. And so as the app is trying to find all the notes present in the chord, it only found 4 variations in this case. But let's say maybe my bass player is already playing the roots, so I can filter this out. If he's already playing the fifths, so I can filter this out. So I'm asking the app to show me variations of the chord that will only contain these intervals of the chord. So we refresh the results. It'll show me the results. This is a D minor 11 with no root and no fifth. So it found another 2 versions of it. And I can go with the same process to mute strings or change the chords however I want. The yellow buttons here show me that these 2 strings have the same note. So I can choose to mute one of them. And then we have, for example, the purple ones are showing me that these strings have a split on it. So in this case, the pedal 3 and the vertical left knee lever have a split on this string. You can see these are all splits. And yes, let's choose this chord to export. And let's say I choose this one just to have more chords. I have 4 chosen chords to export. I can see the list, I can change the order of them. Let's say I want the G major on the top or on the bottom, sorry. We can show a preview of the exported PDF. I want to export them as diagrams, or I can export them as tablature as well. I can choose to display the notes of the chord and the intervals as symbols, as names, or just the notes, however I want it. Let's say I export it like that. Let's put a title. Let's say My Amazing Chords. We export it. Let's give a name to the PDF. And we save it. I will put a screenshot of the tablature so you can see it. And the next thing I will show you is how you can find scales for chords. Let's say I look for another chord. Let's say I look for a G7 to make it a little simple. And I click on the purple button to find scales. It'll find me all the scales for a G7 chord. So it will bring me to the scale finder mode, and it will show me all these scales have a G7 chord on it. So, of course, the Mixolydian scale. And I can play it with the chord behind it. And I have the option to play the scale with any of the 7 chords of this scale, in this case the Mixolydian, so I can play it over the 2 chord, over the 4 chord, the 1. So the idea is to hear the scale in context, in harmonic context with the scale. It also tells me that the G Mixolydian scale is relative to the C Ionian scale, the major mode. It's 5th mode, no? So there are different scales, the Lydian dominant. Let's play this one. With the sharp 4, I really like that one. The Mixolydian flat 6th, Phrygian dominant, also a really nice one. You can see all the chords update with the scale that I choose. So in this case, let's say the Phrygian, I can play it with. So it's a very good tool to see different scales and chord relationships. This is how the scales are visualized on the fretboard, but we will see that on the video for the scale finder. So that's it for the Chord Finder. I hope you like it and see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.